All right, we are in. I should probably don't need that right now, but whatever. Let's try this game. Been getting more and more 4Qs lately in the teaching arena, which is fine because playing like higher rank games does get people in, and it's actually not bad, just for teaching purposes as well. Doesn't really matter if I lose or not, actually. Kind of irrelevant whether I win these games or not, actually. Uh, it's not really that important. So, obviously, like, it's fun to win and all, but the main point is teaching and seeing where we actually go wrong. These games are unranked anyways, so it doesn't really count for anything. So we have that. All right, my move. It's up. That's fine. Let's go down. Actually, you know what? I am going to put on the headphones. I am kind of used to the headphones, so why not, right? Why not? Maybe I should have like collapsed on that side instead, but we'll see. We'll see. Takes a while to set up, honestly. Um, it does take a while to set up. Just gonna go ahead and take this one. This is a little dangerous right here. I'm not super confident about this, but you know, whatever. There's not a lot of points down there for that. That kind of invasion I can just kind of ignore for the most part. And basically, just take moves like this. And just gain some territory for moves like this. Taking both the corners out is very good for my own territorial ambitions. So playing like this is very damaging to this side, obviously. Really? Okay. Oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. But he wants to play it this way, that's fine. This is actually really bad for him. Um, he did not win that invasion at all. It's very damaging for him to do that. Because first of all, he completely destroyed this. Actually, no, I shouldn't have done that, but you know, still. That was definitely a mistake by me. I can actually cut both ways on this one. So this is actually kind of problematic for him right now. I'm just leaving a bunch of cutting points. Like I can still cut here. There's just no point in me cutting there right now. This is becoming part of a problem, I guess. So I think I'm actually going to... maybe not. I'll just do this first. Let's take another step to actually solidify that one. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this corner, I guess. Obviously that doesn't work for him right now, so if he, okay, he can do that, but I should have done this first actually, but I still don't think this works for him. And these three are really weak. I don't think that helps him either. Yeah, he's getting a bit of territory there, I guess. I'm not going to answer that. And come up. This doesn't actually work. You know, you can't do that just because you... That's a big point loss right there, by the ways. I need to solidify this side first. And now I can actually attack him on this side. I need to make sure that I'm okay over here before I do anything else. I don't think this is that big right now, but... That's Sente for me. I'm pretty strong everywhere, so I can actually attack him in a lot of places. This is basically alive. That I'm not afraid of. Actually, no, that was a bad move. Actually, that was a bad move as well. I'll keep making bad moves. I think I'm just being too careless right now. At this point, I am way, way ahead in terms of territory. So he actually needs to block that. See, like, he doesn't actually have any territory anywhere. He has this, and that's about it. And while I have this corner, this bit over here, and this over here because he messed up, I don't really need to get much out of that in order to actually... I don't really need to get anything out of that in order to win. So I'm not... I don't really care about that right now. I guess. What? If you want a redo on that, yeah, if you want a redo on that, I will give it to you. I just did this to solidify this. I'm just going to go down here for right now. I have two ways to connect back, so I'm not really afraid about this. I really just want to more or less solidify this part. Before going over here. I'm not really trying to get any more territory here. Well, I am kind of trying to get more territory here, I guess, but not that much. I have more than enough territory to. I actually have more than enough territory to actually win this game. As long as I don't die anywhere. As I was saying, as long as I don't die anywhere. Which could mean I just died here, but we'll see. I don't think he has really any way to kill me, though, is the thing. Because this group is more or less alive. Well, this group is alive. And if I connect this is actually dead. Right, so this is definitely a problem for him. And if I extend this way, I'm just going to extend that way to be safe. I don't really need to do that. But I'm going to extend that way. See, if he does that, I'm just going to connect this. This is a co, first of all. But this group is going to be bigger than that group. I also fixed that problem. He does not have enough liberties to fight me here. He's trying very hard, but I don't think he can beat me here. Okay, so he does that. I don't think there's a way he can actually live here. So I am just going to play this move. If I extend my liberties, he's more or less dead. Okay. It's a little bit troublesome, but not really. I think I'm just going to do that. So I'm going to do this just to make sure that it's Seki at least, but I don't think I have to. I want to make sure it's at least Seki. I just don't think he has enough liberties. Like he can't. I don't really understand that either. I'm just gonna connect this. He can have that, but if I get this, he's dead basically. So I'm going to do this just to avoid any kind of mishaps. He at most has Seki, and I don't think he has that. You have to be aware of your own group's survival. I mean, you basically just have to be aware of your own group's survival before anything else. You can't kill this group because there's so many ways for me to live down here. I mean, that's alive. You really can't do anything about that. Sorry. Yeah, so let's go back and review this game. I mean, I was always ahead even before that. So, I mean, this is fine. I would just take the corners, honestly. I'm going to kick that. I don't know if, like, this is probably better. But it's just like a habitual thing that I kick that. And then I'm going to come up. He does that. I'm going to take the other corner. My goal was always to take that corner to get Sente here. So the thing is, like, this might actually look like it's a lot of territory on the bottom, but it's like, it's not really. Like, the corners are just way bigger. So that's not a good invasion right now. I can't just choose to ignore that. And I can easily just choose to ignore that and basically improve my own territory. Because, just like randomly invading your opponent's sides at random points, it's not really worthwhile because you're really disrupting maybe 10 points, and there's just bigger moves on the board right now. Like, when you play something like this, you got to realize, you have to, like, realize how many points this actually is down here that you're actually trying to destroy. So I'm going to kick, come up. Like, these invasions just aren't very good invasions. Like, it's very hard to actually escape from this. And the thing is, even if you somehow escape from this, you're really damaging your group over here. So even if you manage to live or escape, it's not a good thing. Right? Like, come up here. I mean, that's a huge loss for black right there. That's a massive, massive loss. No, his invasions. His invasions are, like, this invasion is not a very good invasion. Like, realistically, I'm perfectly happy even if he does manage to live in here. He's gonna make me very, very thick up top, and he's already damaged his own he's already damaged his own group. So, like, just because you survive an invasion doesn't mean it was a good invasion. Like, that's a huge, huge loss for him. Like, this is a massive, massive loss for him. Like, he did live down here. I still have a little bit of corner territory. He gave me a lot of thickness up here. And of course, he ruined his bottom down here. This was a mistake by me, by the way. I shouldn't have done that. Like, that's a much better move overall if I'm going to do anything. So that was a mistake by me. This was a mistake because I let him destroy some of my territory. I let him actually destroy some of my thickness up here. So the better, like I just brain farted. I should have done that. That's a much better move. But still, like this invasion was a big loss for him. Like he just gave up too much. Come up here. I'm going to threaten his 3 stones. Here, I don't know what I would have done. I guess it's okay. I guess this is fine. I mean, it's not like a great move here to do here. I don't know if you would actually do this and come up. Maybe that's better. It's hard to say because then like this group is a little bit in trouble. I might have to go down here. But either way, like now he has a bunch of weak groups. I come up here. He does that. This isn't worth fixing right now. If I Atari this, you can just sacrifice the 3 stones. They're not worth all that much. I'm going to improve the corner because I want the territory. Atari, connect. He does that. I don't actually have to block any of this stuff, by the ways. I just wanted to make sure I got a base. I'm not, like, this is not big enough. I'm going to ignore this. So I'm going to jump up. This also threatens this cut right here. This is just a miscalculation. This obviously doesn't work. I'm going to do this just to threaten to jump into his corner. If I was black, I would not respond to this. Like I said, if I was black, I would not respond to this. But I'm just worried about this invasion down here lately. And I'm just worried about this invasion down here eventually. And coming down, like, basically cuts out that invasion. And it secures my group, it secures my territory and it secures my eye space, which is more important to me. If I was black, I don't know what I would have done as black, but I would not have invaded as responded. I might have done something like this, maybe, if I was black. Black comes down. I'm going to jump up and try to attack his 3 stones. He jumps up more. I'm going to just go ahead and cut that. That's a decent amount of territory, plus it's Sente for me. Black could have just done this and let me take these 2, and that would have probably been better for black, honestly. Because the one down there, I mean, like, you could have also done this. But this is a sticky situation. This is a really sticky situation. You don't really want to do this. So, but letting me take the stones down there while being Sente is bad for black because I get solidified all this territory and I get Sente, which means I'm going to do this. Connect. I'm not really sure if the AI wants him to respond. Maybe the AI wants him to do that instead. That could be it. Because I would actually be forced to do that and come over here. But anyways, like he connects. I'm going to invade here. Because this actually separates out this weak group and this weak group here. So I'm creating 2 weak groups and just making one of my own. Plus I'm very strong on the side. Just going to keep jumping out. That's fine. I don't necessarily have to answer that. I can just go here immediately. But I'm just playing it a little bit safe and I'm answering it. This I would not have responded to. This is basically to make sure that you can't connect on the bottom and take away your eye space. Realistically, I think like playing like this would have been better. And then trying to attack this group. I think that would have been way better play for black. Because after that, I can just do this. I know that this is going to work. I think that this would have been way better for me. Because I think this group is actually dead if I do that, but then, he can do this. But however, I can actually do that and he can't connect. Because if he does, then, like I do this and I get these 5. But I'm actually okay with the way this turned out. Actually. I'm just going to go up top, take the stone. He has to do that. I'm going to do that. And he basically gets this group. But I rescue my group. And I'm clearly ahead right now. So if my goal is just to win, this game's pretty much over. Because there's very little ways he can actually make back 20 points right now. So I'm going to come here. Go that way. This is just to protect this down here. This is also just to protect more of this territory down here. Come over that way. He goes over that way. Honestly, this isn't worth very much. Maybe there's this, but then I would just give up this stone. Or like this would actually, like instead of this, like this would actually be pretty big. Something like that. Because all I can do with this is just capture 3 stones. It's really not that much right now. I don't think this is ever really going to work. There's like too many Ataris here. I could have just kind of done this too, you know, like this would have caused massive problems for him. Because he can't actually, like, he can't actually do this. Like, this would have caused, he could have done this, obviously, but this would have caused, like, a lot of problems for him. So this was never going to work. He actually has too many problems here. So he actually has too many problems to actually kill this right now. And it's not sealed off over here. I have these stones over here. So, like, you have to pay attention that your group here is pretty weak. You can't kill my group here, but your group here is really weak. So I'm going to jump out, do this. Like, there's no threat on this group at all. Of course, like, moving here is bad because once I connect this, you're dead. Like, this is still a ko here. If I do this, that's still a ko there. Whereas, like, this is not ko. This is just dead. I don't think there was any chance that this was ever alive. Yeah, I think this, like, he's just down by way too many liberties here. He could have, well, I guess he couldn't have. I guess he could have done that, but, I mean, outside of that, like, this is still dead, and there's, like, no chance of living here. So, not recognize, like, he didn't realize that this group was so weak, and he actually owed me a move going over there. So this was never really going to work. But realistically, I was already ahead before that. I was still ahead by 20 points before that. So the real problem with Black this game is like he gave up a lot of territory and he actually made a lot of bad invasions that gave me either Sente or just weren't worth the points. Like this invasion let me pull ahead, and of course this invasion let me pull ahead. So like just 2 bad invasions and 2 bad playouts. You got to realize, like, before you invade, you got to realize if it's worth it or not. And like these invasions just aren't worth it. So that's the lesson here. Not all invasions, like there are just some invasions that are just bad, and you don't want to make the bad invasions. If you make the bad invasions, you're not going to win. If you actually make a lot of bad invasions, you're simply not going to win the game. Because you know, like even if you live, if you let the opponent wrap around the outside, the invasion is a failure. And you don't really want to hurt your other groups just to make eyes for your one group. So, like, this invasion is just simply not big enough. It's roughly 10 points you're destroying down here. And this invasion is dangerous. And even if you live, you have to give me thickness on the outside. So you got to think about all these things before you make an invasion. Also, the other thing is, like, the corners are just big. The corners, for the most part, are going to be bigger than the sides. Recognizing those things will actually help you improve by a couple of ranks. Like several ranks, definitely. All right, I'm going to pass once for handicap 2. Eventually I'm going to go up to handicap 3 for 6Q, but handicap 2 is okay here. Handicap just makes me nervous for some reason, honestly. Like, I don't actually have to respond to that. That's weird because I have several ways. I'm just going to invade the corner, but I actually have several ways to respond to that. I'm going to go this way. This is not very clean at all. This is like super not clean. He's also giving me way too much. I could give reverse Comey. I could definitely give reverse Comey. Like, he gave me a lot of territory down here. He definitely gave me a ton of territory down here, and he didn't gain too much here. So that's definitely this is not a good result for him. I'm not going to pay attention to that. Usually I would do this, but right now it's not worth it. I'm just going to go here. You can try to attack these stones. I don't think you'll get anything though. So this is like what I mean by some of these invasions. They don't make a huge amount of sense. Like, I can just collapse. Like, I still have the territory down here. Goes back in. This could actually be troublesome. I don't know if I actually want to do it this way. I'm just going to do this. Okay. I mean, I can do that. You still have to answer me somewhat. And this isn't clean at all. There's so many stone. It's so much just for that one stone. It's not really worth it. I'm also going to just play down here and solidify some territory. Now he could actually, I might have actually just cut there. Actually, no, because I can just go this way and go that way. You have to realize that this group is not that strong. I don't think letting me come in here is like the best idea. Because now like this is kind of vulnerable. He's trying to make that in there, obviously. I'm going to do this first. Actually, that's probably not a... Now that I realize it, that's not a good idea. Oh, wait. I think I just messed up there. I got to do that, but I definitely messed up there. Keep making all these mistakes. Yeah, I keep making a lot of mistakes. It's not good. Giving away a lot of like centes and stuff. This is definitely not good for me. It makes it really, really difficult for me now. This is like really bad for me, actually. If I win... Yeah, this is bad. This is like really, really bad for me. I don't think I can win the Liberty battle here. There's so much wrong with this right now. I just messed up. I just freaking messed up. I really messed up here. Oh, he messed up then. He should have gone the other way. He should have just extended. But overall, like... Overall, that wasn't horrible for him. This might actually become more of a problem for him, though. I don't know why you did that. This is going to be a little bit more scary, but I don't want to do that right now. So I wanted to secure this first. These are generally not great moves. Yeah, you lose on liberties here. He completely missed a move here. That actually allowed me to get through. Because I totally screwed that up. I 100% screwed that up. Take it for all it's got, man. I mean, I'm alive here regardless, but I might have not done that the right way. Oh wait, no. Oh crap, I messed up. Oh, I so messed up. I needed to connect this. I needed to connect that. Yeah, that was bad. Actually, am I alive here regardless? I don't think I am. I might have to give this up as well. That might be a huge issue, actually. If I give that up, I don't actually win. Whatever, we'll see. Yeah, I could have lived down here. I just wanted to see what happens with this. I think I'm dead. Definitely think I'm dead here. Maybe not. Yeah, I think I'm lacking one liberty to do this. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm actually fine. Oh, no, shoot. I think I am lacking one liberty to do this. Yeah, I'm lacking one liberty. Ah, snap. Miscalculated. Definitely miscalculated. Miscalculated. Shit. Oh, okay, he made another mistake. So that he should have just connected here. He made a big mistake here. He should have just connected. There's like several big mistakes that he made here. Otherwise, I would have been dead. I also made a lot of mistakes here, but he should have just connected. That's not really worth anything. I guess I will connect, though. This is not viable for him. If I connect, he cannot go underneath because I have this. So this is dead. He can get this territory in here, which is still a lot, though. Still a lot of territory in there for him to get. I don't know if it'll be enough, but there's still a lot in there for him to get. It's fine. Oh, wait, no, this is bad. Man, I gotta stop making these mistakes. I really gotta stop making these freaking mistakes. I don't know what I'm doing these days. I keep making these really bad mistakes. And it's no good. It is just no good that I keep making these freaking mistakes. That is correct. Oh wait, that's not Sente. Yeah, because if he does that, yeah, I actually need to connect this. That's my bad. That's my bad. Entirely my bad. Wait, what? Why? You also can't. I'm gonna go ahead and do this first, but you can't actually do this because I have this over here and then coming out this way. I should just go ahead and do this first. I definitely should do this first. I'm just gonna kill you. Don't know why you would do that. That's not Sente though, is the problem. It's really not a Sente move. And also, like, you're still dead here. Because I can just Atari this way. A lot of it is feel, but you do have to do some technical reading. I mean, you do have to read. You do actually have to read some and go. You know, like because you can't just like go off completely on feel. Like he's losing. He's like seriously losing right now because he doesn't know some of the technical reading that I've actually been doing. Right, like my reading's better than his. So like I know that like for instance, this group actually should be dead. This group actually should be dead because he messed up on one move. So it is some technical reading. I should have done this actually. That would have been fine. But anyways, like, yeah, it's a combination. Goes more of a combination of both. Like you honestly need both to be really good at the game. The feel I feel like the feel is the hardest to develop, but and technical reading just comes with practice and playing a lot of games. But like I'm obviously like in this game it's I'm obviously much better than him in both. So that's why I'm able to pull back pretty easily. But yeah, you definitely need both. Like he definitely screwed up in like one move here, and he definitely screwed up in one move over here, and like one move over here, and that easily cost him the game. There's no he has to block, and then I have to take these three. Right now, you really shouldn't do that because you're wasting yourself a point there. But yeah, like realistically, like this entire group should have been dead, and this group should have been dead in here. But the thing is, if he can see things like if he could actually see all those things, like I wouldn't be able to give him 2 stones. Well, I guess 2 stones isn't that big of a difference, but it's still like those are kind of like the major differences between me and him right now. Like different, like there's also obviously there's like different ways to like answer things as well. I mean, that doesn't do anything because you can't actually connect here. You have to take these stones first. See, like if I do this, you still have to, yeah. Then I can just do that. And then like at the end, it's just cleaning up. At the end, it's really just cleaning up and making sure you don't lose at this point. Like he needs to repair one here as well because I have that, yeah. So like this is just cleaning up, make sure you don't lose anything, making sure you don't screw up really bad when you're really far ahead at the end. But you know, this is a good teaching game. There's two serious things. There's two serious things I want to talk about here when I'm reviewing this game. There's two serious mistakes that cost him the game here. I don't really want to fight that. You can have that. This is worth a point. If the game's really close, you should fight it, but the game's not close right now. So we're not going to fight it. So the thing about this game is he made two serious mistakes that allowed me to win. First of all, like this movie's okay. It's not horrible. I just don't prefer it. I'm just gonna ignore that. This is not a good move. Just go with the regular Josekis, or like if you want to pincer, you would pincer up here. I also made a mistake here. I think I should have just done this. I'm almost certain I made a mistake here. There's not much he can do if I do that. I mean, it's still not really a good situation for black either way, regardless of how white plays. So I made a mistake in invading the corner. I mean, I don't know. Like, that is, I guess you can double on that. But still, it's white Sente. I just don't really like this result for black all that much. I made a mistake in invading the corner, but then again, he made a mistake by basically blocking on top here. Yeah, like essentially this is not a good result for black because your wall still has a lot of cutting points. You gave me a lot of bottom territory, so it's not good for black. And plus, like, your influence over here isn't going to achieve all that much. This is not necessary right now. You would just go here. You're not really going to threaten these three stones, and this particular move is just not as big as approaching the corner. Invasions, like, I used to favor these type of invasions. I don't really in favor of these type of invasions anymore. I feel like just playing here is just going to be much bigger and more. Playing like something like this is going to be much bigger and more helpful. You're increasing the potential of your Moyo. You're decreasing my potential territory. And if I pincer you and then you do like this kind of stuff, you're helping me build the bottom territory. Plus, you're giving yourself a weak group. Also, I gotta stop doing things like this. Like, this is generally not a good move. Because I have the option of, like, kind of doing this later on if I don't. So this is not a good move, generally. I was actually... That's fine. I don't know if he would actually answer this. I mean, that actually looks really good because I would have to do this. And yeah, I could live, but letting white live down here isn't the worst thing. If you can get Sente and because like I wouldn't actually answer this particular move from white. I mean, I might because white actually has to do that later on. White does actually have to do that later on. So the thing is, like, since you have Sente, I mean, you just do something like this and you're already way ahead. So you don't really need to kill white's group. You just need to make sure that you have enough advantages off of white's group to actually like be ahead. Because killing white's group is actually kind of hard. This is actually not a good move. It actually opens up so if I trade for this move, it opens up the possibility that he can cut here. So this is not a good move. Yeah, this is just really bad in me calculating. Also, I forgot about this. I might have been better just sacrificing this and coming down here. Because what happens is, like, you get this, but I get all this territory down here, so I don't really like it, but it's kind of the way I almost have to play it right now. Also, I probably should have just connected. No, I think I should have I think the AI basically wants me to connect. Because it's actually like, it makes like moves later on more viable. I feel like this, you just go over top. It's very hard to make two eyes down here. So here what you do is, I feel like you just do this. Actually, hang on. Let me... this is actually... Huh. Maybe just, like, I think I would just do that, actually. No, but then this is actually problematic. This is still really problematic, so I guess not. I know there's, yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, so you have to calculate the chance that I think this is fine. Atari, take. I mean, like, I think that's the way you're black supposed to. I'm pretty sure this is the way you're supposed to play. So when I come here, like, these two stones don't really matter if you can cut off this group. This group is the main prize. These two stones don't matter if you can cut off this group. So you would just extend in here. And there's not much I can do because if you do this, you can just take that. So yeah, like the extension is the move you want to do. So that was a big mistake there, letting me come through. Here you shouldn't have responded either because these three stones aren't that big right now. I should not have done this. I should not have done this. I just wanted to tighten your liberties and get this basically. Not really sure why you did that. That was kind of a waste of a move. I'm going to come down here. You shouldn't have answered this either. This is not a good move, though. I mean, you didn't answer, but like this is not a good move. This is not a good invasion. I feel like that's probably the right move. I actually don't know. Yeah, that's probably the right move. Well, no, because I can just connect this. Yeah, I don't think you can win down here. Like, I just don't think this is I just really don't think this is a good invasion. But either way, I'm pretty sure you actually, if you're going to do this, you probably want to do that, but I don't, it's just not a good invasion. I don't really see, maybe you can use this. I don't know. I don't see it as a good invasion. So I really screwed up here. I forgot about something. I definitely should have connected. So this is dead. You did play all this right, except for this one move. We should have just connected this. If you connect this, I can't kill you. I don't have enough liberties to do this. You can just take these two. If I do this, you just take these two. I can't fill in here. Yeah, like, I'm still dead here. So that's where you made the huge mistake. If I do this, however, I think you need to do this first. Then this would actually work. So there is one way I could actually make this alive. I think I can do this. You have to come here to kill me. I do this, and then I Atari this, but then like you only have one liberty, right? So you would have to like. So basically, when I do this, you would have to kill this. I could do this. You would connect. I do this. Now you can't fill in here is the thing. So this would actually be alive. Yeah, I should have just done this because that would actually be alive. Because if you tried to kill my eye, then you are in a bit of trouble. I can just do this. Come in here. Just do this as usual. Even just do this. So you wouldn't be able to kill me there. So I actually had a way to live here. There's usually some Aji, like if there's so many cuts, there's usually some kind of Aji in here. Now those are the main two things, like this mistake here and this mistake here. That's what really cost you the game. The rest of this is finishing up, but at this point I'm ahead by 33 points, so you know, like the game's basically over at this point, but definitely like two big fighting mistakes. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. Like and subscribe. I will be back later tonight with my Climbing Up Dan stream, and I will see you guys later.